Nicola Battalana from pixiehill.com with something a little bit different. Dollar store Halloween hot rods. Grab some cheap plastic toy cars and trucks from your favorite discount store. Then head over to the holiday aisle and pick up some spooky loot. Skeletons, plastic bugs, skulls, bats, monsters, and don't discount those bigger items that can be broken down for their parts. Gather tools for cutting. Gather glue for gluing. I'm sticking to hot glue here, but use what you're most comfortable with. And if your cars will be handled, you'll want something more sturdy. Remove stickers and any parts that you don't want for your hot rod. Now, start gluing bits into place. Don't feel limited by the size or shape of the elements you're adding. You can trim and sculpt pieces to fit into place. Also, try to see beyond the color of the items that you're adding and just focus on creating a super cool exterior. If your vehicle has a button for lights or sound, be sure to leave it exposed so that you can still access it later. If you're using hot glue like I am, you'll want to be aware if the items you're adding are sensitive to heat. Some materials have a very low melting point and may disfigure with the heat of the hot glue. Try to keep your glue as tidy as possible, wiping any excess beading. If cutting or trimming hard plastic pieces, be sure to carve away from yourself. I do a lot of fiddling and fitting before gluing items into place. Even then, sometimes I take stuff apart to put something else in its place. Take your time. Mistakes and discovery are part of the process and fun of making. If you have some flyaway strings from using hot glue, give your hot rods a quick blast from a heat gun or hairdryer, being careful not to heat things up too much. If there are parts you'd like to keep in their original state, like these tire trims or windows, cover with a bit of tape to protect them during the next step. Completely cover those bad boys with black spray paint. I much prefer to use a matte or flat finish paint for this project. I think it accepts additional layers of paint much more readily, but high gloss was in the cupboard and so that's what I've used here. Next, I'm applying acrylic paint with a pearlescent finish. I'm not worried about opaque coverage. I want these to be dark and grungy, and really, I'm just sort of highlighting the bones and bugs that I've applied. A sponge brush smooths and blends the finish. A different color paint adds further highlighting and contrast. Now, the same technique to the other vehicles. Stripes, dots, and dabs are added. I'm making pretty quick work of these cars, but you could invest some quality time and create flames or pinstriping on your little Halloween hot rod. If you've gotten some of your highlighting paint on your windows, you can wipe them clean with a Q-tip. If you want your windows clear, remember to tape them off before spray painting. And if you're like me, you'll continue to fiddle and fuss. If you'll be handling your hot rods, you'll want to seal coat them and use a strong adhesive to keep those bits in place. But if you just want to admire your handiwork, your hot rod is complete. Visit the blog link in the description for a full rundown of the supplies used in this project. And if you create your own Halloween hot rod, be sure to tag me. I'd love to see what you've created.